Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Adalia Young.
And I'm Jake Buds. Let's take a look at the news. With spring break coming up, the Colum Davis Library is offering a sleepaway camp for students' favorite plushies. On Friday, March 8th from 1 to 1:30, students can check in their plushie for camp. Starting on the Monday of break, the library will be posting updates on how the campers are doing on their Instagram at Colum Davis Collection and their TikTok at Colum Davis. So don't worry about your plushie not being taken care of while you are at home. They can spend some time at camp and maybe make some new friends. In the near future, on April 8th, the Great American Eclipse will return back to the States even better than before. BUTV's Terry Silva attended last night's Eclipse lecture to learn more.
Former faculty member Sheldon Schaefer returned to Bradley yesterday to host a lecture about the Great American Eclipse, which was last experienced in 2017. This year, the eclipse will appear larger and for longer, and if Schaefer's past experience is anything to go off of, it will be just as beautiful.
It's the most awesome sight in all of nature. It's one of the 7 wonders of the natural world. If you can imagine a Victoria Falls or a Grand Canyon, this is right there with those. But those things are always there. Whereas an eclipse, you have to chase it. You have to go to where it's at, and that makes it far more exciting.
As someone who has witnessed the wonders of 9 eclipses total, Schaefer highly encourages students to share in his joy of the hobby.
So this is something that one does as an avocation, as a hobby, as an adventure. And once you've seen one eclipse, then you want to keep seeing eclipses as often as you can make it happen. And to pass up the low-hanging fruit of this one would be a real shame. That's why I said every student at Bradley should be given the chance by their professors to go and see it.
For students who have been persuaded by Schaefer to witness the eclipse themselves, he has shared his own special tips on how to make the most of the occasion.
For the partial phases, you will need some eye protection, not for totality if you're in the path. And the most common thing is to have eclipse shades. But the other thing that is just as effective as showing and letting you follow the partial stages is a colander. And if you go to an eclipse and don't take your colander, that's a rookie mistake. You have to take your colander if you're going to see an eclipse. Eclipse glasses are nice, but the colander is more important. Don't make the rookie mistake.
The path of totality will cross several American states. And for Peoria residents wanting to catch a peek, this path includes southern Illinois and parts of Indiana. So mark your calendars for April 8th and get out there. For BUTV News, I'm Terry Silva.
After a semester or two at Bradley, some students are ready to go beyond the classroom to gain experience. The job fair this past Thursday provided just that, making the opportunity more accessible and allowing students a chance at working with a company in their chosen field. The fair took place at Bradley's Renaissance Coliseum, which was bustling with students dressed to impress and readied with resumes in hand in hopes that they had what companies were looking for. In the case that students hit it off with recruiters, they could find themselves one step closer to an internship or a full-time position. And many were up for grabs, with 150 agencies and companies attending the event, including for sales, construction, and engineering. However, the large turnout of students meant that there was no guarantee that everyone would be offered a position. Thus, students had to put forward their best impressions that they wanted to attract an offer. For students who missed the event or are still searching, the Health Professions Career Fair and the Part-Time Employment Expo are scheduled for March 27th and August 20th, respectively. And the job fair is expected to return sometime this fall. And on March 15th, 16th from 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. in the Renaissance Coliseum, Bradley is hosting the 2024 Central Illinois Region First Robotics Competition. 38 teams will be battling one another to go into the World Robotics Competition. Parking will be available in the Main Street parking deck.
Looking for some laughter? Well, look no further than March 23rd because comedian Hasan Minhaj is heading to the Peoria Civic Center for his Off With His Head tour. Minhaj is a 2-time Peabody Award winner for his Netflix special, Homecoming King, and his political satire show, Patriot Act with Hasan Minhaj. He is also the co-founder and chief executive officer for 186K Films, which is set to produce its first feature titled For the Culture with Amazon Studios.
Comic fans, cosplayers, enjoyers of handmade goods, and more all gathered at the Peoria Civic Center on Saturday and Sunday to attend Peoria Con, a local convention that has been dubbed the Peoria Premier Pop Culture Fest. To attend the event, tickets were only $11, a fraction of what a typical convention might cost, making the event fairly accessible to local Peorians, regardless of age, and certainly more the fee considering the numerous booths, activities, and special guests, including Roger Bumpus, best known for the voice of Squidward on SpongeBob. One of the convention sponsors, PlayX, also attended the event, featuring Mario Kart and other video games, a different experience compared to that of non-digital card games and tabletops. Meanwhile, for guests browsing the booths, they may have noticed a familiar face or two as several Bradley students were spotted amongst the crowd, enjoying the convention. Bradley Digital Art Club was one group that attended the event as a unit, using their club as an opportunity to carpool to the convention. However, they were by no means the only students seen wandering the con and taking their weekend off campus. Thanks to PeoriaCon, the university and the local community were able to bond over their multitudes of shared interests and will hopefully continue this tradition for years to come. And coming up next, we get to look at the weather with Rachel Hobbs.
And find out more about the world of video games with Cassie Maxwell.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
Son, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
So, what is everyone's plans for spring break?
I'm just going home, so I'm really excited.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm going home too, but gonna be working some hours, making some extra money.
gotta get that cash somewhere. Well, me, I'm gonna be, chilling outside with my dog because it is gonna be a nice week, let me tell you that. But it's okay, staying home. Do whatever, relax. Midterms are kind of stressful right now, but we should go look at what's like on campus right now. Today it was a lot cooler than on Monday, I will tell you that. But it was a little cloudy, blue skies, a little windy, it was a little chilly, but that's okay, because spring is gonna be here soon. We're almost there, guys, just gotta make it through. So now let's go take a look at our forecast. As you can see, there's a lot of clouds coming out here on the east. We did not see a lot of them today, which is nice, but we will be seeing a little bit of rain tomorrow and the next day. So sorry for the disappointment, but let's go take a look at the temp map right now. As right now it's about, 50 degrees. It's dropping a little bit as we go, but it's okay. It's gonna pass, but this is gonna be tonight. It's gonna get into the 30s tonight. So make sure to bundle up. I know we want to put our jackets away, but we can't right now. Now going on to the 5-day forecast, we'll see rain later this week on Friday and Saturday. There's a 100% chance of rain on Friday and about an 80% chance on Saturday. On going up north this by Chicago area, there will be rain this weekend. So just please be safe this spring break. It's supposed to be in the 60s and the 70s a little bit up north. So just remember to have fun, remember your sunscreen, and now let's go on to entertainment with Cassie.
Thanks, Rachel. Omori, a psychological horror game about a child coming to terms with the death of his sister, just reached its 3rd year anniversary. In celebration, Omocat, the creator of the game, and Fangamer broadcasted an orchestral edition of the game's soundtrack played by the talented musicians at Music Engine. The nearly 3-hour video is on YouTube for free and features Bo En as a special guest. The concert ended with an advertisement for the newly released collector's edition for Omori, which contains multiple trinkets from the game, as well as the new Omori manga. Speaking of manga, One created the One Punch Man webcomic in 2009, following the story of Saitama, a man so strong he no longer finds thrill in fighting. Due to its popularity, it was able to get a manga and an anime created as well. Now, after 5 years, a teaser for One Punch Man Season 3 has been released in celebration of the 30th manga volume. Even though the season itself was confirmed August 22, the release date is still unknown. One Punch Man can be found on a variety of streaming platforms such as Netflix, Hulu, and Crunchyroll. Speaking of Crunchyroll, see, I'm on a roll with those transitions today. Their Anime Award winners have been released. While it was a tough fight considering over 34 million votes were cast, but Jujutsu Kaisen won the most trophies, at 11, including the grand prize of Anime of the Year. This makes JJK the first anime to have won Anime of the Year twice, as they also won in 2021. While JJK beating My Hero Academia's amount of awards in 2018 was surprising, considering their track record of awards in the anime having recently been declared the most in-demand TV series in the world by Parrot Analytics, them winning the grand prize was almost expected.
So the Oscars are this Sunday. Is anybody going to watch?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I will definitely be watching. I'm rooting for Past Lives for Best Picture.
That's a good one. I think I'm rooting for Killers of the Flower Moon with Leonardo DiCaprio. That was a really good one.
Okay. We'll definitely be reporting on it.
Don't go away because we have another live interview next.
Plus, learn all about Bradley's Red Response team.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
Baby, you see, you're so right for me, and I am right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go. Baby, never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're home before sunrise. On top of the house, the kids, and our future. The smell of your cooking is our alarm clock. My Shiro's day is never done. So let's start saving a little more now so we can feel prepared for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need so we can live our lives to the fullest. Visit asiaretirement.org/Shiro.
Our guest today is Chief of Police Brian Jaschko. Since 2011, Chief Jaschko has served as the Associate Vice President for Public Safety and Chief of Police at Bradley University. He's here to give insight about how we can make our community a safer place and to share about upcoming BUPD programs. Chief, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So if there's anything that a lot of our viewers don't know about BUPD, I mean, Could you give us a little insight about that?
Sure, absolutely. So Bradley University has its own police department. So we have countywide jurisdiction. Our police officers patrol both on campus and the near off-campus area. And it's really our job and our mission to make sure that our students, faculty, and staff feel safe both on campus and near campus.
Right. So what's the biggest challenge facing the BU Police Department right now?
Yeah, so right now, as far as crime, and not that we see a lot of crime, but we have absolutely seen an uptick in vehicle-related burglaries and motor vehicle thefts. Those seem to be the two big pressing issues, and so we're really focusing our patrols on combating those issues.
So a lot of people on campus like to joke that students don't really sleep when they're at college. So when students are out and about, obviously after hours, what advice do you give to them to be safe?
You know, so it's all about making smart choices, right? And so we have a Hilltop Safety Cruiser vehicle, which is an opportunity for our students to not have to walk alone. So they can use an app and request a van. It's an Uber-like app. Request a van, and it comes and picks them up. And that service runs from 5 p.m. until 3 a.m. 7 days a week. And the numbers have been absolutely fantastic as far as ridership goes. We're up over 20% this year over previous years, well over 40,000 transports, which is where we've historically finished the year. So it's really been a great program.
That's awesome. So if our viewers don't know, Bradley students will be going on spring break this coming week. So with the break coming up this weekend, the Vacant House Watch program will be available. So how popular is it, and how can students sign up?
Yeah, so it really is a great program, and it's an opportunity for students to register their houses. To sign up, all they need to do is call our office, the 309-677-2000 number. They can call, speak with the dispatchers, and they'll send an officer over and register the house. And it's an opportunity for the officers to go and check on that house. It really proved to reduce the number of residential burglaries in the area. So it's a great program.
So just as how we're talking right now, BUPD does work with a lot of students just to talk about campus safety. So there is a Student Safety Advisory Committee that will be meeting on March 26th. So what kind of the topics will you guys be discussing, or what are you looking for from students?
Yeah, so really the Student Safety Advisory Committee is just an opportunity for our students to provide the police department with feedback, good feedback, bad feedback, but really so that we can tailor our programs for the needs of our students, because at the end of the day, we're only here because of our students. And so the Hilltop Safety Cruiser is an example of a program that came out of the Student Safety Advisory Committee many years ago. So we really do take that feedback very seriously, and so I'd invite anyone that's interested to come and attend.
That's awesome. So is there anything else that you'd like to add? I know that you guys do Coffee with a Cop, and that's returning next month.
Yeah, so it will have Coffee with a Cop. It'll be on April 17th over at the Michael Student Center. It's a great opportunity for folks to come out and meet the police officers and engage with the police officers. And it's a tremendous opportunity for us to really talk with our students and build relationships and build community. So it is front and center to our community-oriented policing philosophy. So aside from coffee, which we hand out, we also will have donuts as well. So for the month of April, for Sexual Assault Awareness Month, we'll have teal frosted donuts.
That's awesome. Well, that's all the time we have today. Chief Joshko, thank you so much for taking your time to be here. For more information about campus safety and upcoming BUPD events, visit bradley.edu/police and follow their Instagram at BradleyUPolice. Jake?
Thank you. The Red Response Team is back on campus looking for students showing some school pride. Red Response Team members scope out campus for students wearing red or Bradley attire. If you are spotted by the Red Response Team, you will be rewarded with some Bradley swag and a post on Bradley's social media pages. There are also volunteer opportunities to be on the team for individuals or groups looking to promote their organization. If any student is interested, they should reach out to Cara Wood via her email, clwood@bradley.edu, to schedule the volunteering.
Don't go away just yet, as we have sports with Harvey Newcomb.
And another thank you to BUPD's Chief Joshko for the interview.
What are you doing here? You should be out at the party. Are you thinking about what happened? Girl, you know he was drinking. He probably just had too much. You know he would never do that to you. Come on, don't tell your friends. If you tell them, they're gonna judge us and then we're not gonna get invited to parties. Come on, let's go.
Heather, are you okay?
I'll be right out. Come on, let's go. You don't want to ruin the night.
Hey, I've been looking for you everywhere. Is everything okay?
I don't think so. Can we talk?
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
So I have to know, Arch Madness is coming up. Who you got?
I mean, personally, I don't really know anyone else in the tournament other than Bradley, but go Bradley! Woo.
Yeah, Bradley for sure. Honestly, if anybody else that kind of like is at the bottom of the bracket ends up at the end, that'd be better for us. So what about you?
That's a good point. You'll hear my take in just a bit. But with that said, hello everyone, and welcome back to BUTV Sports. This week was another interesting one for Bradley Athletics, so let's get right into it, starting off with men's basketball, and they've officially concluded their regular season this past week, splitting their final 2 matches with an easy victory against Southern Illinois, but a tough loss against Drake, who's been a thorn in Bradley's backside since last year and may very well continue to be that way depending on how Bradley fares in the upcoming Missouri Valley Conference Tournament, aka Arch Madness. But let's talk more about the victory against SIU. Kaboom did decide to take a little bit of a nap, but for Bradley, this game was anything but a snooze fest. Check out this basket camera angle and the hustle from Malavai Leons, getting the rebound after the miss, doesn't get the putback to go, but gets another rebound, puts it up again, no, not quite, but gets a third consecutive offensive rebound, and the hook shot finally goes in. And Bradley got off to a fast 11-3 run to start the game, but SIU didn't let Bradley run away with the game that fast, however, keeping it at least a little close for the time being. But Bradley, with their balanced scoring attack, continued to push on, which is even more of an accomplishment considering that since it was senior night, they started all 5 of their seniors, including Gonar Bilu, which was his first career start, and after that powerful dunk by Darius Hanna and Leon's Darius, who had a game-high 22 points, Bradley started racking up the points, which was in stark contrast to their lackluster offensive performance against Illinois State. And despite the SIU dunk, it was much too late for them to do anything, and Bradley rolled past them 86-67. Now, for the game against Drake, I won't go too into detail as I do want to talk about Arch Madness, but Bradley got off to their customary slow start and was down by just too much to mount a comeback, although they got very close. Leons had 18 points for Bradley, but the Braves could not stop Drake's Tucker DeVries, who scored 29 points, and Bradley ends their regular season with the loss 74-66. But looking ahead to Arch Madness, and Bradley has secured the first round bye as they finished 3rd in the Missouri Valley Conference behind Indiana State and Drake, who finished 1st and 2nd respectively. The Braves will play the winner of UIC and Southern Illinois in round 2 on Friday, and I'm confident in Bradley's ability to dispatch either of them, but in round 3 they have the opportunity to face off against Drake, assuming they advance as well, and that's where I think issues may arise. Drake beat Bradley in both of their meetings, so it'll be interesting to see whether there'll be a different result this time around. Women's basketball has not finished their regular season yet, though, as they face Belmont tomorrow and Murray State on Saturday. And while both are expected to be Braves losses based on record, they have the opportunity to end their season on a high note. But taking a look at their game against Missouri State, and the slow start did really hurt the Braves. Despite tying the Lady Bears in second half scoring, they needed to move mountains if they wanted to come back and win, and they were just unable to do that. Some highlights for Bradley though, and Nika Dorsey has quietly been shooting better from three these past few games, but MSU does answer back there, while Isis Fitch finishing off the pick and roll, becoming a bit of a rim runner for this team. Her and Dorsey led Bradley in scoring with 10 points apiece, and I really like this play especially. The bounce pass from Ruba Abu-Hajesh to Callie Zebel, a little bit of finesse there, as well as this Jordan-esque fall-away jumper from Alex Rouse that you'll be seeing in just a second. There we go. While on paper a final score of 44-70 usually brings few silver linings, there are definitely bright spots to build upon for the rest of the season and the upcoming season as well.
So is anybody going to Arch Madness?
No, not an upperclassman yet. I am still a freshman, but I will be doing play-by-play on the 9th for the Murray State game.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I will be at home in good old Joliet, Illinois, but I wish them the best of luck at Arch Madness.
Yeah, I'll also be watching on TV from home. Well, stay tuned to find out all about different events happening on campus.
And a musical performance from Sean Tornilla.
You're looking at me in the future. Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second. Do you know who I am? Julia. This is Jaina. Into the future. I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those two girls. Oh, yeah? Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by that one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me? I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody. Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No, I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
But I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Now it's time to take a look at the upcoming events for this week and after spring break. Common Grounds is hosting an art show for students on campus on March 21st. If you wish to be a part of the show, email bucommonground01@gmail.com to RSVP. Any and all art forms are welcome to be submitted. Campus Life Ambassadors are now hiring for next fall. CLAs are students who help guide a group of new students through their first couple of days of the year before classes start. To apply, scan the QR code of their flyer in Hilltop Happenings. Applications will be closing on March 13th.
Okay, if you guys had to go one place for spring break, where would you go?
Oh gosh.
I'd go Fiji.
Okay,
I would go like Cancun.
Ooh. I would say Tokyo, because I went last year, so that was really fun.
Okay.
Nothing rings a bell for me specifically. I'd go back to New Orleans, probably.
That's a good choice.
Mine would be Hawaii.
That is also a really good choice.
Anywhere warm, please.
Yes, for sure. Well, that's it for BUTV this week. I'm Adalia Young.
I'm Harvey Newcomb.
I'm Cassie Maxwell.
I'm Rachel Hops.
And I'm Jake Buds. We leave each night with a performance from Sean Tornilla. Have a great night.
Let's talk about the old days. Let's talk about your friends. Let's talk about the summer and how you wished it wouldn't end. Did I forget to tell you how pretty you looked in that dress? And the first time that I saw you, you cleaned the mess from my head. And I don't mind if we take our time. No, I don't mind.